Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of Gran Turismo 4. Wrong button. We are continuing our way through the Japanese regional events. Quite an overpowered car. We have the RX-7 for this Japanese 90s challenge. Oh, fuck me. Oh no, we're good. But to be honest, I don't mind that much. I do want to just make some progress because there is still so much to do with the events that I would like to do. I would like to do everything with the exception maybe of the endurance events because I simply unfortunately don't have time for those. Maybe I will do them once I do have time, if Bitcoin starts doing its thing finally. But for now, yeah, let's just make some progress. I'm actually, acceleration wise, not even that much. Oops, sorry, quicker. I also have a slight disadvantage with the engine light coming up. The engine oil is old, so then you lose a bit of performance. Sorry, I don't want to win dirty, but yeah, I would have gotten past him anyways, probably. Overshooting this corner. I also don't even have that much, yeah, maybe it's also because I'm just, oh, fuck me. I'm a little bit tired, but also in this one and the last episode as well, doing these events, sometimes it feels a bit like a chore. And I don't even have that much to say compared to events, for example, where you really have like a challenge to overcome. So there's a little bit less commentary. It's just more going with the motions and just getting it done. Oh fuck, I thought I was already at the U-turn over here, but the U-turn is only here. Or the hairpin. Alright, after this one more lap. And then one more race. And then we will be doing the Japanese Compact Challenge. And maybe over there I will, for that I will try to get a car that's a little bit more balanced, so there will be a little bit more challenge. I have to still brake a little bit earlier over there. Downhill section. This one I also still don't really have down yet. This one neither. can get through these S's much quicker. If you're more focused than I am. And there we go. Alright, let's... Normally I like to watch replays, but these are such uneventful races. Let's just get them over with. Oh shit, we still have to do 2. I thought we only needed to do 1 more race. Alright, there may be some slowdown in this night's level, or a lot of slowdown. That's because I'm using the Vulkan renderer. In DirectX 12 it's not an issue. But in the race itself it will be a bit better. This is crazy. But I'm just too lazy to change the renderer. The reason why I'm using Vulkan is that I think the car reflection may be a little bit higher quality. But this is of course unplayable, if this would be all the time. But this is mostly only here. Alright, I really have to... Holy shit. That was a weird glitch. This is actually unplayable. Holy shit. And sometimes it has to do with the color of the cars, the reflections of the cars. It's really weird. Alright, if it continues to be this bad, man, I really don't recognize this level, by the way, or this track. If it continues to be... Yeah, it continues to be this bad. I'm switching over to DirectX 12, annoying. No, oh, it's so, alright. My frustration level is already starting because of the monotony of these races and the fact that still this cursor is so inconsistent. It so often overshoots your selection. It's just, yeah, it's a minor thing, but it happens so often that it's incredibly annoying. Sometimes the cursor is the correct speed and consistent, and other times it goes like crazy fast and then it overshoots your selection. So you constantly press the incorrect button or selection. Right, the slowdown is a bit better. But now the thing is, I need to learn this track because, to be honest, I really have no clue what track we are on. I know this is special stage, but this is one variant of special stage. I think we're doing a reverse from special stage. Slowly but suddenly it comes back. God damn it, 3 laps. I was hoping for 2. Man, I have no clue. This section I do recognize, but the other part not really. Beginning corners. This section I remember from the regular direction track. It can still be quite confusing, these reverse tracks, because it really is quite different than the opposite direction. Can go much quicker through all these corners if you know them better. I'm still doing it very reactive, looking what's coming up and then adjusting my speed along the way, but that's not how you're supposed to drive. You have to anticipate much more. You don't have to be reactive but proactive, knowing exactly what's coming up and then knowing how much speed you should carry through the corner before it's even on screen, so to say. Right, that was special stage. Thank you very much. And let's put back the Vulcan renderer, because somehow I do think I noticed slightly worse reflections with DirectX 12. think it may have to do with the blending accuracy, which is higher in Vulcan. Here we go. Last race, Fuji. Hopefully it is one of the fun layouts, because that last layout, I think Fuji 205, that's like after the track had some reconditioning going on and some new corners added. It's totally useless in the game because there are 0 braking markers. It's really hard to find a reference for the corners. And eventually if you play it like 100 times, you will eventually get it. But I don't understand why they removed the braking marker. It's just totally useless. This track layout that we're driving on now is perfectly fine as it is. And then also the new one, it has new, or it's of course not new. I mean, it's a 2005 layout, but it was new at time of release of the game. It also has new tarmac, and there's a lot more flickering and more brighter white lines, like the track outlines, which flicker quite a bit. Then it can be really tricky to, without brake markers and the flickering of the track outlines, to actually make out the corners. It's just totally step down what's supposed to be a new and improved track. It's totally step down, if you ask me. This track is super enjoyable, I find. This version. Totally fine track this way. Beautiful surroundings. Track has some nice corners. A nice long straight. I like Fuji. I really would think this car would be a bit quicker. This is a 1998, I think, RH7. Now we are climbing towards 230 to 40. But earlier... Alright, so you do need to brake a bit earlier than the 100 meters marker. But earlier it really appeared to have to struggle with accelerating above 200 km/h. But now it actually went quite well. Probably could have carried or should have carried more speed through that corner. Not sure in this car whether it's better to go back to second or keep it in third. Alright, let's at least try for the last lap. We're basically driving against the clock. Let's try and improve the time we set here. Which shouldn't be that hard because I really went wide in the first corner, so it will not be a good time. What do we set? 1:47. Right, here we go. Right, that was not an ideal corner. Not ideally taken, but yeah. Neither was that one, especially the left one. Right, still not sure. Keeping it in thirds, whether that's quicker than going back to second there. Right, what did we set? 147 or something? I forgot. Yeah, I think so. And now we were 1 second quicker, so that's fine. Yeah, that concludes the 90s festival or event, whatever it's called. Challenge. Japan 90s Challenge. Hopefully we will get a reward car. Yes, very nice. Nismo 400R. Pretty damn cool car. God damn it. Happy with that one. It's just like the Sylvia 270R. I think the 400 is the amount of horsepower. And I guess that's just a Skyline tuned by Nismo. Which is weird because Nissan itself I think also has the Nismo edition. So I'm not quite sure what the difference is. Maybe Nismo had more autonomy, or they just took a regular Skyline and tweaked it to their own specifications, Nismo, without Nissan involvement. Anyways, now we are going to do the Japanese Compact Cup. So we need a car of 4,000 millimeters or less. But the build year doesn't matter. So I will just be looking at how do I know which car is less than 4,000 millimeters? This one is less. Right, let's just see if this is competitive. Because I wanted to just get like a test car in there. Just to see what the competition is a little bit, so that I can select a bit of a balanced car. Not overpowered, but also not underpowered, but also not extremely overpowered, because that's just boring. Alright, so this is a championship. Here we go. Hopefully this is first time right that this... Alright, what do we have? We have 93. We are also racing a Daimyo Sport, a Fitz, a Scion 2003. I'm a little bit worried about that Scion, but for the rest it looks like cars that we maybe should be able to handle. And I actually like it that we finally drive a Miata. I don't think, maybe in a license test I drove one before. But it is of course quintessential Gran Turismo. Racing Miatas. Oh shit, wrong button. I never did B-spec yet. Can I also get the hell out of here? Yes. But probably I have to dabble into B-spec if I want to do the endurance events. Anywho, Ah, fuck me. Now, because I did... So annoying. Because I accidentally pressed B-spec, now I already have a result in this race, which is a 0 result. So annoying. And we now withdraw from the race. I also don't understand why there is not an option to just withdraw from the championship. Ah, apparently that is withdraw from the championship. So here we go again. Alright, more or less the same cars. Let's see if our little Miata holds up. I do like it in the British Racing Green, or at least what I imagine the color green could be called. I'm not sure whether it actually is British Racing Green. Alright, we do appear to be quite slow. I probably should have put in some... yeah, let's do that. Some new oil in the car to get a little bit of a performance boost. I cannot do that during the championship, so I can better do it at the start instead of only in the 4th race or something. Oh, I'm such an idiot. That's where we need to be. No. Oh my god, I'm so unfocused. It's not funny anymore. GT Auto gives players the opportunity to customize the appearance of their car by acquiring a new set of wheels, conduct oil changes to ensure car performance, and to get their favorite car washed and cleaned. Cleaned with a typo in the menu. Pretty funny. But still, this game is surprisingly a typo left and right, but it's surprisingly free of bugs, I would say. And this is not these games at the time. They just came out and that was it. It needed to deliver right from the start. Compared to modern games where they just release a half a broken game and then they patch it up during the life cycle of the game. That is not happening in with this game. This is not patched. It is just because it was on a physical disc. Alright, a lot more Vitzes this time around. Let's see how it goes. Here we go. Still feels kind of slow. But maybe we have the edge with the front rear layout. Here we go. Taking the inside here. Oh. Car is fishtailing. A little bit of slipstreaming behind the Vitz. Yes, I do like these races. Because it is not totally challengeless. Although it does appear we are actually quicker than the rest. But that was not my intention, so to say, when selecting this car. And also from the production year, I couldn't have known that this car is quicker, because this car is actually quite a lot older than the rest of the field. This is like an early 90s car, and we are driving against early 2000 cars, I think. I do like this car actually. I would love to drive one in real life. It's not the quickest, but the handling is just fun. Right, I still feel that I can get much straighter through those S's, hence much quicker. Right, so you don't really need to brake through that S. In other cars you do need to do that, otherwise you go wide at the exit of the right-hander. But this car really goes so slow that there's no need to brake. So it was only 2 laps. Right, let's watch a Miata replay later on, once we get a little bit further in the championship. I do like these regional events because, as mentioned, they are quite boring a bit in the setup. Especially if you have an overpowered car accidentally, but they do force you to drive like specific cars. They give each car meaning. Like I've driven the RX-7 for several, and also not only one race but multiple races, so you really get to know the different cars. Oh. Sorry, I wanted to double check whether progressive is on, because it does look a little bit blurry, the screen. Anyways, it forces you to, it gives meaning to cars and gives you an opportunity to actually drive them for a couple of races and to get to know them. Like I've driven the Skyline, I've driven the RX-7. I'm not sure what I drove. Yeah, in the 80s event I drove the Skyline. Then the RX-7, I think in the 90s event. Of not, no. Or did I? I don't even remember. Did we drive the Skyline or the RX-7 at the last 2 or 3 races in this episode? Yeah, I think so, right? So that was the 90s event. But we also drove the 350Z concept at the Japan GT Championship. Several cars, now the Miata. Several cars that you get experience through these regional events that you otherwise may not have used yourself. Right, not sure how many laps we have to do. Because again, this is quite easy. I'm not paying much attention at all. Alright, so we have one more lap to go. Fourth lap. I do really like this level, it's so charming. And also in this game, it has the right color tone, as opposed to Gran Turismo 6, where everything is oversaturated. In this game, it feels much more believable, the color tone, if you ask me. Skybox color, etc. It's all not overly overblown with saturation. Alright, very nice. I do want to double check whether progressive is on. It should be. But let's check it. Much better, yes, alright, it's much better picture quality with progressive on. Alright, Tsukuba, not sure how many laps, I didn't look at it. I'm sure it was on the starting screen. I clicked it away before looking at the number of laps. I would say 2 or 3, probably 3. And somehow this track, it doesn't get old for me. I don't know why, I just really like it. Oh, I'm getting bumped. Right, let's do some slipstreaming because we do need to get to first place. They're actually quite quick, the other cars. Alright, here we come. Woohoo! Alright, 3 laps we have. Here we come. No more kidding around. Screw the Vitzes. Here we come. No more kidding around. Here we come. A little bit of bumping, but not too much. And 1 victory lap left to drive. Alright, there we go. Woohoo! Alright, maybe watch one lap of replay because I just find this such a nice combination. Like a Mazda Miata, typically Japanese car on one of my favorite Japanese circuits. Let's just watch one lap of replay. Right, very nice. And again, the color tone of this game is just totally spot on. As regards to not being oversaturated. I really like the game. Only for that reason I like it better than modern GT7s or GTs, especially GT6. And GT Sports and 7, I think as well, are slightly oversaturated sometimes. But anywho, I was a little bit lost in thoughts, so there was not much commentary during the replay. We did finish the... No, we didn't finish. We still have some races to do. Sorry. Let's quickly mop it up. Alright, Deep Forest Raceway Reverse, 2 laps. Here we go. Alright, on reverse, I have to get my bearings. I don't really remember it. Alright, here we go, no more kidding around. Yeah, I really don't remember this that well. So let's just focus, because it would be nice if I can immediately goal it. Because I want every race to be, or not every race, every challenge, everything to be gold. And if I don't get gold now, I need to revisit the race after the championship, which just will be lost time. Alright, not the cleanest, but screw it. I really don't remember the track, so sorry dudes. Alright, I will give him his place back, otherwise it's not fair. And here we take it back again, but I really need to be in first, because I don't know the track. Actually, probably wiser to stay in second, to have like a guide car in front, but yeah. I will just take my chances, hope to build a little bit of a margin to be able to finish first. Too much braking, way too much braking. Oh! Alright, I could have kept it in third over there. Way too much braking. And I do have to say, these fictional tracks, they are really well done in the Gran Turismo series. The names, the verticality, the difference between them, I just really like it. Although we didn't drive this one that much yet. So I'm really not that familiar with it. Alright, let's see what's coming up. Suzuka Circuit East Course, we can do that. Right, let's do a bit of slipstreaming. You don't really need to brake. Normally you need to brake in that first part of the right-hander as well, but these cars, you're just going such a different speed modes that it's all not needed. You have to really approach it differently. Maybe we don't even need to brake through this one. Normally you really need, you do need to brake through this one. Alright, how many laps do we have? 3? I guessed 3. Yes. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm just feathering the brake. I should have braked much more committed. Much more decisively. And sometimes it's also not so much about scrubbing off the speeds, but just getting some weight on the front wheels to reduce understeer as the purpose of braking. Alright, cutting the track a little bit. And one more to go. And that probably concludes the event. Alright, way too much braking, I guess. Alright, those two you can basically take flat out. Here, slide lift to get the car settled. Here as well, lift, and on the power. And here also slide lift and on the power. This corner I still have no idea how to take this one well. Such a weird corner. But whatever, it's good enough for a win, so I'm happy with it. Thank you very much. And thank you very much. The Japanese Compact Cup. Let's see if we get a reward car, would be nice. Nice. No concept, please. No concept. Honda Live Step Van. Alright, this is such a quirky car. It's worthy to be kept in the garage, I would say. Would have never bought it myself, but that's also the beauty of Gran Turismo. It really, encounters or provides the opportunity to engage with cars that you would normally not do so yourself. It's really, I think they're called Kai cars or something, like really small cars in Japan. They're like this, really, I really like it. They have their really own unique car tradition and culture in Japan. It's really authentically Japanese, like not like we just go with what the global trend is, but they really have their own mind, so to say. Really respect that. So this is the regional event Japan, everything gold, and now we are going over to the American event, then the European events. Then we will be doing the brand specific races. Some brands have some races. Then we will be doing extreme events, and then I think I will skip the endurance events because I just don't have the time. But then we should really be in a 90% marker, I would say. American is a little bit less than Japanese, only 4 races with 1 championship. So let's see what the requirements are. US cars, all cars permitted. So let's first just take a US car and see what the competition is. This is again an example. Normally I would never drive such a weird... this is not a weird concept. It actually looks quite okay. But the game just facilitates that. This is just a test. I do see some very quick cars on screen. So maybe our car is actually balanced compared to the competition, because that's my... I only want to test it out. What is the competition like? I did see a lot of race cars, so probably we will not be competitive. But you never know. No, we will not be competitive here. Check it out. It's not a 200-point race. Apparently, this car, this Shen, is quite quick. the race cars have much better brakes. And it is also nicer if we actually take a real race car. Although, man, there are some weird cars in this field. I see an old Stingray here. What the hell is that doing over here? It must be a tuned Stingray. But check out how far the competition is. Alright, at least we're not last. Oh shit, we are last. Alright, we didn't gain any place. Anyways, so that Stingray also, you see it on the side. It has like decals, it's also a race car. Yeah, so we have to find a pretty competitive car to be able to compete here. So it's RLM race cars, GT race cars. Right, they're basically all race cars. And I do have, I think, from a reward car, I got like a Ford GT40, but not the race car. Let's see what we have. This is what I mean. I have the regular GT. That's not going to cut it. And I think all those race cars, they cost like 1.3 million. I don't have that amount of money unless I start selling a lot of cars. I could sell some cars, but there are also quite some cars that I just want to keep in the garage as a collector. And the cars that I can sell, they are not that valuable. So what we could do, there are quite some cars here that I will probably not drive a lot. Here, check it out. Ford GT. Why didn't I see that one when I was... I totally overlooked it. I have a perfectly fine car. Here we go. Nice. Alright, but I wanted to say there are a lot of cars in the garage that I probably will not drive that much, but that I still would like to keep just because they are cool cars. Alright, let's see if we are competitive. Oh, wrong button. Man, that's really nice that I accidentally saw that I do have that car. Otherwise, I would have been bummed. I probably would have spent 1.3 million. A lot of selling and trading and stuff and having a car. And then only noticing afterwards that I already had like a perfectly fine car. I actually have a Spec 2 for GT, so mine should in theory, I guess, be better than the other one in the field. But I do think this will be a tricky championship. This will not only be first places. So the ones where I do not get golds, I will, if I win the championship, afterwards I will revisit to gold the races separately. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not... I wouldn't say that I'm... Ah, fuck me, man. That I'm that much quicker, actually. Which is nice. I mean, it's a balanced race. Fuck me, man. Annoying. Ah, this is actually an older GT40. Oh, totally forgot about this corner. Alright, going way too slow through the chicane. But we are having a chance for sure. Man, that jumping section is so messy always. Here we go. Right, I have no idea why I'm so far ahead. Maybe second place spun out or something. This car, I must say, is pretty damn grippy. No! Oh, fuck me, fuck me, fuck. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, fuck me, man. Fuck me so hard. Those fucking buttons on the steering wheel. I couldn't find. Fucking. I couldn't find the fucking. Oh. You're kidding me, man. You're fucking out. Alright, I will continue, but you're fucking kidding me. I cannot find the fucking reverse gear. Alright. I do want to win this race in this episode. Fuck this shit. Man, this car really, once it starts going, you really lose it. Here, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck this fucking car, man. Fuck this car. Once it starts going, you fucking lose it. Alright, I really hate this shit, because that could mean this can also happen in like race 5 of the championship, and then I will get like a 0 result. I'm totally sorry, frustrated from this shit. Absolute fucking shit. Totally weird how this car, once it starts fishtailing, good luck, you're against the wall. And then my steering wheel doesn't have self-centering. So good luck finding the reverse button out of 20 minuscule buttons on that steering wheel, which you cannot reassign. Fuck that shit. Fuck this shit. This car is so much quicker. It's supposed to be an easy race. And it is just luck of the draw. Whether somebody bumps into you. Okay, of course, it's also my own driving, obviously. It just really leaves a foul aftertaste. Fucking hell. I still have so many races to do. I don't have time for this shit. To just redo 10 minutes of racing. I don't have time for it. But here again, the problem is it's not only me, it's also the AI just bumping you around. And over here it also was me, but just like over here it can just as easily be the AI that spins you around. Alright, I just need to drive 4 clean laps. Oh, fuck me. That curb is way too high over there. Almost like Dragon Trail in GT7. Where I think you have that chicane of death in the harbor area. This is where you can very easily spin your car around. That corner is really where you have to take some extra safety margin, I would say. Fucking corner. And also the train tracks over there, quite annoying. And also the chicane here, I'm taking a little bit extra margin because it can get you airborne and out of control. This corner I also can take quicker. Here, check out these fucking curves, launching you up in the air. Right, this first corner, I think I can also take quicker. Or it's maybe not this first corner. It's one of the other U-turns that I'm taking it too tight. I'm actually not sure what corner I meant. Oh, almost losing it there again. Oh, fuck me, man. Yeah, it must be that first corner that I meant that I can take quicker. But last time I took it, it actually went quite well. So I'm not sure. I had it in my mind that this one, yeah, it's a little bit wider than I initially thought the hairpin to be. So you can take it a little bit wider with more speed. Alright, totally screwed up that one. Alright, there we go. First race done. All quite messy, and also the selection of the car. It was more coincidence that I was like, holy shit, I do have a totally suitable car for this championship in the garage. But yeah, whatever. First race done. Let's see what the next race is, which will be in the next episode. And that is Infineon Raceway Sports Car Course. I know that track quite well. Hopefully it is quite challenging, and probably extra challenging in these super fast cars. But let's just, I do like the track. I'm curious, we cannot see it now because you basically cannot do anything once you're in a championship except either forfeit or just continue the championship. But I'm actually curious how many races are in here. Go to menu, and in the menu screen I cannot do anything, I think, except return to the championship. Or go to home, which I will be doing, saving the game. It did crash on me once, losing like more than an hour of gameplay without a save. So I will save. But there's no way to now quickly check how many races are in that US competition. Because if I try to enter it, it will just say, okay, continue with race 2. So yeah, I'm not sure. I do think it may be 10 race championship or maybe a 5 race, I don't know. But yeah, it looks to be doable in this car. And then we will do the American events. Then the European events are quite a bit more, but there are quite some fun ones in there, like British Lightweight Cup and stuff. Then we will do the brand races. And then we will do the extreme events. And then basically we have done everything there is to do in the game. With everything gold, except the endurance races, and either I will play a little bit of it and B-spec the rest, or I will just leave it be, because I just don't have the time to do a 24-hour race, like literally 24 hours, and then multiple races. That will take weeks if you do it after work. So yeah, but anyways, that is the ID. Maybe I will just B-spec them just to get the game to 100%. It would be nice. But let's worry about that later. Guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one. And for the meantime, do not forget, always do keep on gaming. Later.